MovieWeb.com.
This film is really how this one tragic event of this boy being lost affects these two families, and it's some pretty heady stuff. There's some real drama going on in here. Can you talk about what parts of the script and maybe working with these various actors appeal to you when you want to do this film?
Well, the whole script was so well written and so interesting, so powerful. Like, it really had me emotionally from the get-go, and then kept me on a psychological inquiry level the whole time, and then even had me in this sort of thriller aspect that it has as it moves along, as Joaquin Phoenix's character is searching for his son's hit-and-run driver. And when I knew that it was Terry George, and then I found out who the rest of the cast was, because they were all in place before I came to the project, I was like, well, okay, who do I pay to be in this movie? It was just a great experience and a great project, and I got to be sort of the light character of the bunch, you know, sort of the one who's a little bit more life-oriented than drawn in by the death. I mean, she's affected by it. She's the music teacher of the boy who dies, but at that point, she still has her own son to focus on, and she tries to help out the bereaved family by taking on the daughter, Elle Fanning, as a music student, to try and give her like a new way to express herself and kind of point her towards the light. So I like the character. She's a lot of fun. She's a little flawed. She has like a rocky relationship with her ex, but she was certainly probably the happiest character in the movie.
Well, I mean, you say that. I mean, she does have some lighter moments, but I mean, even her interaction with Mark Ruffalo's character it's pretty heated. I mean, there's obviously some back history where they're divorced and they've got some problems. So, I mean, how do you prepare for that on set? Are you having drinks the night before? Are they yelling at each other all day? How does that work out?
Well, the great thing about Mark Ruffalo is that he's a real sweetheart, and he makes you feel very comfortable and at home with him right away. So we were able to kind of generate a backstory together and then create a rapport that felt like we had known each other for years. And when somebody's as nice as he is, it oddly allows you to yell at them more because you feel safe. You can really go at it in a fight with somebody that you like because you know that there is a forgivingness in them. And so it's like no holds barred, because at the end of it, you guys are going to shake hands and hug, and it's all fine. It was all in a day's work. If somebody is cold and withholding, it's harder to act the extremely raw emotions with them because there's a way of somehow protecting yourself. And in this, we were like, as though we had known each other for years and had this fight a million times, but also loved each other. And I think later in the film, as you see us communicating later, as he's kind of getting more and more drawn into his own guilt feelings and desperation, I start having more sympathy for him. Like, our custody battle sort of recedes into the background as I see that this man that I used to be my husband is going through something terrible, and I can't really help him, you know. So it's it was easy to work with him. It was easy to work with Jennifer. She's such a great lady and such a perfect actress, and great to work with the children. They were little angels and sweet and smart. And then Joaquin is just like an amazing natural actor, like that is seamless. Like, he's just so real. And just doing our one little scene together in the kitchen was so much fun. And I was like, oh God, I wish I could do more of this. But you know, that's where our characters intersect. But his work and Mark's work in their final scene in the film is so extraordinary. I think it's one of the best dual male acting scenes where both are extremely emotional, but in a very raw, masculine way. It's just an amazing cinematic moment, I think, for both of them, and I think that the film is like a perfect film.